Hi, welcome to the preview show. It's only the preview show, by the way, because what I'm going to do now, sorry, I'm Foxy for all you guys that don't know. That's Roberto behind the camera. Are you, Rob?
You alright, mate?
I'm great, yes, absolutely great. It is real, by the way. It's not just a voiceover.
It is.
It isn't. Or is it? Who knows? Right, so it's just going to be a preview because I'm not concentrating on the reviews anymore. You guys have seen the games and we don't really get bogged down on all this, so I just want to concentrate on the teams that we've got to play now and break this down a little bit more for you because that's the nuts and bolts. This is where we're at now. So Wolverhampton Wanderers, the big one, the game we've been waiting for. I kind of think it is. I kind of think it's come at the right time. We're going to gauge ourselves on tomorrow and find out where we're really at. A lot of people kind of are writing Wolves off now. They don't think they're going to win it. But I think either way, they're going to go up 1 or 2. They deserve to win it. They definitely deserve to win it over Cardiff. Cardiff are a diabolical team to watch. Yes, they get the results, but who wants to watch Cardiff play? So, let's talk about the style of this team. It's going to actually be a clash of styles, to be honest. We are a team that are very direct, high-tempo, aggressive. They are a team that like to keep hold of the ball, a little bit more methodical, quite intelligent with the way they play football, very short passing. They've got so much creativity in this team, it's frightening. Off the bench, they've got a lot of creativity, but I'm going to break that down in a minute. So this is a real big gauge for us. It's come at the right time. All the games that we've had in the previous 2 months, it's all been building up to this point for me. This is a real sort of leveller because their last game they beat Burton 3-1, I think it was. But previously, in the last sort of 6, 7, 8 games, they've lost a couple. Fulham away 2-0, Villa away 4-1. But the Derby game, Fulham away, you know, Fulham have been lethal also. So, you know, that's one of those games where it's top teams playing each other. Wolves have been on such a good run. They've been beaten at Fulham, regardless of whether they were tired or whatever else. You know, it was a big win for Fulham. So it's a clash of styles. I honestly think we can get something out of this game. I normally do the predictions at the end of this, but I'm just going to kind of talk about it now. I think we'll get a sending off. I think it'll be a 1-aller, and I think we'll really have a go. But we've got a lot of sort of players to worry about if we're going to get a result. And also for me, if we do get a result against Wolves, then that really is the kind of the confidence. The confidence is top then because we know we can go into a playoff and beat anyone there. Even if we already think that, Boro fans, let's be realistic. This Wolverhampton Wanderers team have been awesome all season. They kind of dropped away in the last 2 months, even though they're back on the winning streak. They've faltered a little bit, draw, a couple of defeats. But I wouldn't take anything away from them. This is a scary outfit. I've said this before about teams in this league. Leeds United, for example. But this is a real quality outfit. When you look at the team, they've got 69 goals this season. I'm not going to harp on about stats because that ain't what we do. They've got 69 goals this season. It's nearly 2 a game. They have around about 14 shots every game. So, long shots, creativity, everyone's got a pass on them. So, like I said, we were going to break the players down. Bonatini, who's been their main man, and Jota this season, 13 goals for Jota, 12 goals for Bonatini. They've got a few assists each as well. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. We don't really need to break into that, but Bonatini plays solely down the middle. Everything's about into feet. He likes to hold the ball up. He likes to give passes. He likes to look for people running past him. Douglas, Doherty, and you know Cavallero if he plays, Jota if he plays. But he's always down the middle, and I worry about who's going to be strong enough to mark him out the game. I don't think Ayala can, and I don't think Gibson can. I hope I'm proved wrong. This guy's brilliant off set pieces. He scores a lot with his head. He's a strong player, Brazilian, really good, powerful player. Jota, as I've mentioned, will come in from the left. Jota, like I said, 13 goals, few assists, might be 4 or 5 assists, but he'll stay mainly on the left. He likes to cut in a lot. That's what he does. Quite frightening. Cavallero may play on the other side. Cavallero's got around about 12 assists this season, 3 or 4 goals, maybe, I think it is. If he starts, he may not start. They may start Costa. Costa again has been a really good player for them. He's been a bit injury prone this season, but he's been playing well of late, so he may start. Again, Benicafobia was signed in the window on loan, transfer window from Bournemouth, which is a brilliant signing for me. He's already scored 4 goals, so we're not sure. It'll be one of those 3 of those 5 that start. I think they're going to play a 4-3-3, but my options were going to be Jota on the left, Bonatini down the middle, and Cavallero on the other side. That's not their only threat. They have goals from midfield. They also have goals from defence. Ruben Neves for me, who has scored, I think he's got 4 goals this season, a couple of assists. He's been the best player I've seen midfield-wise at this level. It's only my own humble opinion. We've had some brilliant midfielders at this level in the last, well, since I've been a football fan, so all my 30 years on this earth. Paul Merson, I'd go back to as a Boro player, was brilliant at this level. He got us promoted single-handedly when we went down under Brian Robson, pretty much. Brilliant player. But Ruben Neves is a different ball game to me. This guy's a box-to-box midfielder. He's kind of known as a defensive player, but he isn't. He'll pick the ball up from the edge of his box and he'll look to give it to somebody who's going to create an assist. This guy has got an unreal range of passing on him though, but he never seems to be the guy that sort of puts the finishing passing. He seems to be the catalyst of making the team start again and moving again. They've also got Roman Size in there, who's a really good-looking player. They've got Barry Douglas out wide on the left. Sometimes plays left back, but a lot of the time he'll play left midfield. This guy's got 12 assists this season, Scottish. Really good, strong player. They're quite an aggressive team, but you'd expect that from a team with lots of flair in them. They've got a sprinkling of Portuguese, Brazilian, then they've got a bit of Scottish there. But they're quite fiery. Ruben Neves is on 10 yellow cards this season, I think. So, you know, I think there's going to be a sending off. If it isn't them, if it isn't him, it'll be one of our players, because I think it's probably going to be one of our players, because I think we're going to find it hard to deal with them in parts of the pitch. But if it isn't, and the game starts the way we want it to, with our high tempo and a great level of sort of aggression, getting the ball down and giving it to the main man Traore, who's going to use the afterburners at any exception, and that's going to be the guy they're going to try and nullify, but we all know about that. If they can get on Neves' case early on and things aren't going for them, there's a potential of a sending off there. Now, that would work in our favour. They like to defend high. They like to play the offside trap. As I've said, they're a team that like to keep the ball. Everyone from the front three to Neves, to even people like Conor Cody, who's a centre-back who chips in with goals, who's been an ever-present all season. You've got Bennett on one side. You've got Doherty also. These are guys that'll get up and down. They're all creators though, but they like to keep hold of the ball, and they'll play a lot of short passing. They'll play a lot of possession football. I think they've scored, what, 49 goals from open play this season. Not many free kicks, not many penalties, not many counter-attacks. I could be wrong there, but you don't need to write in. The point is that they're dangerous from open play, which is what you want any team to be dangerous for. They are slightly susceptible of set pieces, which, as we've mentioned before, for Tony Pulis' team, that's something that we are working on. We've got a little bit better on, but we should be really strong on. And that could be, as Ayala showed at home against Barnsley, that could be, you know, something that could benefit us straight away if we can get the ball down, get a corner, get a set piece, and get an early goal. So they are the Man City of this league. This team has been set up to win, to get in the Champions League. Although that may sound so far-fetched to you lot, this is a team that I have so many superlatives for. I could do 2 hours on this if I really wanted to. We could break it down and really go into one, but I haven't got that much of a time slot. As I've said, they've got creation from all over the pitch. As I've said, they're quite aggressive, but they play football the right way. They play football the way I want to see our team play, and this is what I've been harping on about for such a long time. You know, the funny thing is that our season started against them, and our season's been built on individual errors. They turned us over first game of the season, and Ayala mistake, they scored, they beat us. We should have got a result there, to be fair, but we couldn't hit the onion bag. So then their season's gone like that, and ours has gone like that. And now here we are, finding ourselves playing them again at a pivotal point in the season. And make no bones about how difficult this game's going to be, because it will. Yes, they've had a couple of bad results, as I've mentioned, in the last 2 months, but they're ready for action now. They're back on form. So this is a real true gauge of where we're at. But I don't want to digress into that again. My point is that the setup, they've had backing. There may be an issue with them with the Fair Play League. We won't find out about that until the end of the season. But they brought Nuno in at the start of the season. They brought in a lot of top quality players, as we've just mentioned. But the setup to get into the Premiership and be a Champions League team, they want that so much. They've got a fan base, they've got a ground, and they've kind of got the team really, no matter whether they finish behind Cardiff or not. So this is a team that I look at and think, yes, we've got a different style, but that's a team, an emulation that we should all be looking at trying to, that's the template that we should all be looking at. Whether we've got all the money they've got or not, it's all about scouting and bringing the right people in, which is something we've struggled at in the last 3 or 4 years. They've proved that you do it the right way, then you back your team, then you bring in top quality players. So, this is going to be a tough game, as I've said. I've already mentioned my prediction. Rob, you're getting your predictions right quite a lot. I mean, I'm saying 1-1. Where are you going with this?
2-1 Boro.
And he has been right quite a lot recently. He doesn't put bets on those, so you don't know whether to trust his predictions. They kind of just seem to 2-1 Boro. I think he's done that. But 2-1 Boro would be a brilliant result. Awesome result. Like I say, I think 1-1. I think there'll be a sending off. I think it'll be us, somebody who gets sent off for us. I hope I'm wrong, but this team is the benchmark now. So I'm going to be positive. Let's not talk negatively, but we can't get beat. Because I think our Reds will drop going into the last few games. So, all I'm going to say is, get behind them. Let's get positive. Let's fill the ground out. I know it's Good Friday. Let's just get behind them like we did with the Leeds game, and anything's possible. But one other thing that you need to know about is the competition that we've got going on. 2 season tickets to win. It's definitely not going to be League One football. It might be Premiership football. I don't think so. But 2 season tickets to win. If you want to get in that competition, you want to be a part of that, what you need to do is you need to like, share and subscribe us. You need to be one of our followers. Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. So, here's hope we get a big result, guys. So listen, thanks for tuning in. I'm Mr. Fox. That's Roberto. This has been a preview show. Peace out, wherever you are, whoever you are.